Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back to, well, the reading. I'm the one that's been away. I have been on a silence retreat. And I know I'm back a little bit later. I kind of said that I'd be back either at the end of February or the very beginning of March, and I'm a little bit towards the end of that time period. But you know, this is the first time I did like a protracted silence. I was in silence for 3 days, but I was actually volunteering for the silence retreat for the remainder of the silence, which was in effect 8 days, and I had to be in silence for that pretty much. And yeah, it was absolutely great. I was volunteering for the rest of my time in India, and it was a very, very, very amazing and powerful and so transformative an experience. I cannot like recommend it enough. Definitely start off with a 1 day silence, because I've done those before and they were quite challenging to start off with before you do anything longer. But I can't, I mean, I just had the most magical birthday basically. I'll talk more about it later on. I do want to say thank you everybody for all of your support, all of your emails and all of the donations as well. And you know, a very special person sent me a very, very lovely gift for my birthday, and I only got it just once I got back, but oh my god, it just touched me so much. So thank you so much, Katerina. And yeah, I would love to start using this amazing deck. I don't know how I'm going to shuffle it, but I can't wait to use them. And I would love to do a reading for the person who bought them for me, Katerina, first of all. So I look forward to doing that for you. And yeah, I think I'll start offering that to anyone who actually gets me an actual deck, because I think when I got it, I was like, I can't think of anything that I'd rather do than do a little reading for the lovely soul that got that for me, really. Anyway, so I also, with your other kind donations, have purchased another deck. The Morgan Greer Tarot, which I bought in a tin, and ironically enough, these were smaller than I expected them to be. So I've done a little spread, and this is a spread, it was quite organic, it just came out. I actually kind of thought I was going to do a Divine Masculine spread first and then a Divine Feminine, but it's kind of, this is how it wanted to come out. It's a Divine Masculine spread. The first top line is for karmics, this is for the Divine Feminine, and this is a general what's going on with the masculine, and this is the underlying energies. Now it's very, very, very strange how the cards have come up for the divine. If you can see, for the karmic, the court cards, well, I don't, just the pips basically have come upright, the major arcanas, and the major arcanas are upside down, and these very much are representing the karmics, the karmic aspect. And then for how the divine feminine, how he's feeling towards the divine feminine, the pips are upside down, and the major arcanas are the right way up. And that was really strange, because I promise you, when I you know, you can see with this deck, you can actually see, oh, looks like the Five of Cups wants to make an appearance as well. So there is definitely some regret still with Divine Masculine. But what I wanted to say was, with this deck, you can see, or if you couldn't see, okay, the Emperor wants to make an appearance too, but that was what the Five of Cups looks like. On this deck, you can see that you can tell which way the cards are come up because of the design on the back, basically. And I did try and do it so that they were all the right way up. So it was interesting how, when I was shuffling, things came up upside down. So without further ado, let me take a seat, let me take a pew and talk you through this reading. So with regards to the karmic, there is a wanting to get to the truth with this Ace of Swords. And they're seeing the truth about codependency. It could be a Capricorn. And it's also to do with heritage, family, history, heritage, and, you know, lineage, things like that. Family, community is another thing. And these are things that the Divine Masculine is trying to he's trying to see how these things are influencing him. So codependency, unhealthy parenting, unhealthy family situations, things that have affected him. He's trying to understand how these things have affected him, and they are affecting him. For some of them, they can't see how it's affecting them, and they're acting unconsciously. But that's actually, I'm also seeing that the hold that these things have is leaving, but they very much want a new start. They're trying to understand it on an intellectual level. If there are any Capricorns, their influence is also dropping away. They might be trying to sort of dig their heels in, but very soon the Divine Masculine is actually going to see through what they are doing and see that it isn't actually a good thing for them. Energetically, this is also the card of Pisces. And this is also, these are very negative, especially the fact that they've come up in the reverse. I'm seeing Capricorn and Pisces as negative, and the Divine Masculine wanting a new start to actually break away from these people. It could be a false start, with some of them actually wanting to, thinking that they can kind of repair bonds, but it's going to be a false start and it's going to fail, basically. So this is kind of like an energetic, this is more to do with the energy, and this is more to do with, as well as it could be a Pisces, it's the moon in reverse, it could be the influence of a toxic Pisces, or any water sign I'm getting, leaving this Divine Masculine's energy. I don't know why, but with these major arcanas, I'm quite keen to talk about star signs, which I'm not normally. So it could also be the Divine Masculine feeling on an energetic level, on a, like, they might not know why, but they might feel very repulsed, and they might want to just get away from this person. And it's very much to do with subconscious patterns. Again, it's linked to family, it's linked to early childhood, it's linked to past lives, it's linked to community, it's linked to that kind of heritage, lineage, early childhood family kind of influence. Things that happened a long time ago that they don't maybe consciously remember, but they are affected by. I read an article about a lady, and this is a thing, lots of children now are getting PTSD, so post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's just because they have stressful lives, and it's actually giving them PTSD, and sometimes they don't know why. Like a lady found out that she had PTSD, she was diagnosed as an adult with PTSD, but it was because she had an operation as a baby, which she didn't even remember consciously. But this is all that kind of stuff, it's coming to light, it's being let go of, and the hold that it has on people's minds and energies. So the more subtle realms, they're falling away. So this is very much the start of that trickle-down effect, you know, like it starts at the head and it trickles down. So if you think of air as being the most subtle of the elements, and then energy, the fire element, energy being kind of next, it's filtering down. Next it will go to emotions, and next it will go down to the pentacles as well. So, and I am seeing this pentacle here as well. So it is represented here. Even though I have to say a lot of this is happening in the higher realms. It's very much an energy read because of all the rods that are here. So in terms of the karmic, the Divine Masculine is manifesting a new start, where they are starting to perceive in some way, shape or form, whether it's on a subconscious level or an energy level or a conscious level, that these things are negative and it's not for them. So this is what's starting to happen around about this time. Some of them may be trying to manifest new starts with the same old people, but these will be false starts and they will be falling away, is what I'm seeing, because these cards are in the reverse. Now, with regards to the Divine Feminine, the fact that it's reversed in the sense that the major arcanas are the right way up, and the pips are the other way around, what I'm actually getting is these cards, all of the pips, the non-major arcanas, they are representing what's happening on the surface with what's going on right now, or what the Divine Feminine or onlookers may perceive, or even what the Divine Masculine might consciously perceive is happening. So maybe they're having a new start with certain people in their lives, and they're trying to manifest a new start with their karmics. and the karmics could also be anything representing kind of patterns or jobs or friends or family members or romantic partners. It doesn't have to be just what we traditionally think of as the karmic partner. It can be any one of those things. It could be the job, it could be the friends, like I said, it could be the habits and the cycles, the karmic patterns that the divine masculine might be trapped in. And it might seem that he's just relapsing and just going back to the same old thing, but in actual fact they're falling away. He's going to see the falseness of them all, and the inauthenticity, and the fact that they don't gel. So if he's being stubborn, it's just going to keep happening, but every time it happens it's dead, basically. He's going to see that these things are dead. I'm very much getting like a dead vibe, and I'm getting a very, very alive vibe from these upright cards in the divine feminine. But the fact that he got, with regards to the divine feminine, the 10 of Cups in reverse, the the 4 of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like saying to me, the divine masculine still feels like the divine feminine is too strong. He's not strong enough to go after what it is that he truly wants, which is this 10 of Cups, and that's why it's come up upside down. He sees the divine feminine as this incredibly strong character, and he just doesn't, I'm really hearing he does not feel worthy. He doesn't feel like she will want to be with him. He's fearing rejection. He's fearing she'll give him a chance for a while, and then she'll walk away after some time. She'll decide it's not for her. And yes, this is the card of Leo, but I'm seeing it's much more a card of kind of control, and not control, it's kind of mastery to a degree, like a competency. It's a card of competency. He sees the divine feminine as being very much in control of her emotions, a master of her emotions, and much more than she was before. Like, she's grown so much, and he's thinking the amount of growth and development that she's done, he hasn't really been able to match it. If he thought that he couldn't match it before, there's no way he's thinking that he can match it right now. So he's thinking that I can't have this, so he's rejecting it. For many people on the surface, that's what he seems to be doing. But in actual fact, he is strengthening by this time apart. For those of you that this message is for, he's actually going to strengthen a lot. And the fact that we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse here with the Lovers, the card of Gemini, if that's relevant to anyone, this is basically the fact that he did want marriage with the divine feminine, whether he's willing to accept that with himself or not. That's what he really, really wants. He still thinks that they are destined to be together, and they know the connection, they feel the connection, but they fear it as well. They feel the connection and they fear the connection, and they think that this is just never going to happen. They think like this 4 of Wands is just not possible at this point. But what's actually happening is many unions are happening in higher dimensions, and it's I think some of them are actually kind of closed off to admitting that and to actually feeling that, but it's still happening, and this is what they want. And in an ideal way, in an ideal situation, there's part of the divine masculines that are very much I'm getting very much focused on the divine feminines, but I'm seeing almost the man here and the lion here as a representation of the divine feminine. And the fact that the divine masculine here is completely focused on the divine feminine, but her body language is actually kind of facing forward. This is representative of the fact that the divine masculine is a lot more focused on the feminine, than energetically especially, than they are aware of. And divine feminine, this is a symbol of the fact that she's kind of the one holding and cradling the lion as well, and she's the one facing a different direction, but he's facing her. And the lion here seems quite dependent on this lady as well. It's very much to do with the divine masculine is still looking for guidance from the divine feminine. It might not be consciously, in fact, it's definitely not consciously. I am getting that they are going to be watching you, very aware of you telepathically, very aware of you maybe on social media, or on, if you're friends on any other platform, or any platform, or you have mutual friends, they will be inquiring about you, they'll be thinking about you in the dream state as well. Higher realms, and maybe even actual communication might come in as well for those of you that are in communication. But they're looking for guidance, they're looking for signs, and I'm getting a lot of fear. They don't feel strong, they don't feel that they can have these things, they feel like it's too late. That's why they're trying to manifest these false starts with other people. For this particular group, in terms of where they are right now, we've got the Six of Wands and the Death card in reverse. And it's just, I really do feel like for some of them, they are the right way up. And for those of these cards are in the right way up, they are undergoing that transformation, and they are very much strengthening and starting to feel victorious. They are starting to feel, oh gosh, it's the Nine of Wands. That's weird. Okay, it's the Nine of Wands, so they're feeling cagey. But for some reason, I looked at this guy, and the immediate thing that I thought was victory. He looks like he's about to go to war here, to me. Intuitively looking at these cards, and this is the first time I'm actually doing a reading with them. For some reason, I decided to do it on camera. Yeah, for some of them, they are undergoing the transformation, and they are actually feeling a lot stronger. They're actually going to feel like this Nine of Wands energy is leaving. The caginess is leaving, and that feeling of being dead, that feeling of being a zombie almost, that feeling of being completely powerless and having no energy, being so weak, that's actually leaving. So while they seem to be on the surface turning their back on this dream of the Ten of Cups, this dream of the marriage, they are still very much focused on the divine feminine, on the relationship. And I'm seeing all these lilies kind of grow around. It's kind of like this a desire for purity, a desire for new growth, a desire for strengthening, and actually being this lion. They want to be that lion heart is what I am getting. And the lion is very much a symbol of nobility, of being the king, of being royal. He's a king of the jungle, and it's about the lion being the king of the jungle. I'm also hearing is overcoming all of their things like codependency, things like the lower aspects of their life, and transcending that to actually be someone who's fit to lead, someone who's fit to actually, you know, someone who can fight. Lions kind of, they fight for their territory, male lions, and their life is just all about constantly kind of proving their worth, and that's kind of what the divine masculine has to do, and that's kind of what they're starting to do. They're learning how to do this while they seemingly turn their back on this Ten of Cups, while they seemingly turn their back on this dream, while they seemingly turn their back on what it is they really want, this marriage. But in actual fact, they still are coming together. They're still, everything that they're doing is very much for the connection. They are becoming less cagey. They are feeling more victorious, or they will be very soon, and they will be undergoing this transformation. I feel for many people this has already happened. And underlying energies, we've got the World, and what this is saying to me is it's very much a time now to close out cycles. We are coming into Mercury retrograde, I believe, is it next week? It's next week sometime. I think that the new moon comes first. It's going to be a very, very big new moon. I will do a separate post about it because it's going to also be another important date in the calendar, and a big one for twin flames. But it's very much about cycles closing out with the World. It's a very spiritual time. It's a time of, I'm hearing 21, the 3 sevens. It's very much to do with the third energy. It's very much to do with closing out cycles for the divine masculine, closing out cycles for the divine feminine, and closing out cycles for the union energies as well. And on that note, there are also going to be some delays. I'm hearing there are actually going to be some delays, but those delays are happening. They're at the same time, they are a bit of an illusion. Like, they might look like a delay, but actually it's because there's a lot of strengthening happening on the surface. So it might look like good things are happening with, I'm specifically getting those of you who are thinking that your divine masculines have gone back with karmics and karmic situations, whatever that they may be, whatever those karmic situations may be, whether it's work, habits, addictions, you know, karmic partners, family, lapsing into old ways. They might seem like they're not making any progress at all. They are making leaps and bounds, especially in their minds and in their energies. And it might look to the surface that they have turned their back on you, but underlying that, there's so much strengthening going on. I know that I've repeated myself a lot in this reading, so I am sorry about that. I don't normally do that. I don't know why that's happening, but it is. Hopefully with the ones that I do subsequently that will stop. But that's what I'm getting from this reading. This was completely off the cuff. I've never done this spread before. I don't know, it doesn't have a name. And even as I was looking at the cards, the messages were coming to me. So that's that. I just wanted to hop on really quickly and say hello, I'm back. And I will get back to all the emails and everything tomorrow. If you're new, hi and welcome. I normally do videos. I've recently been doing them. Before I went away, I was doing them every day, but I will probably do them a couple of times a week minimum, or every couple of days, depending on how much time I have. Anyway, on that note, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for your support. I will be doing a couple, I'm back doing readings now, so I'll put all the details in the description below. This isn't one that I'm offering at the moment, but look at my other videos if you like what you see, and you can purchase one of those readings. The special's off now, so they will all be full price. And yeah, I look forward to providing you with some insight. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Bye. Lots of love.